Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I'm sure you guys have had friends that argue all the time with their significant other. Like, you know, that couple, they can't ever go out anywhere because you know it's going to end in an argument. That has to start at some point, maybe even on a first date.
Oh.
Kind of what happened with Nick, who wants us to call Grace today. That's the girl that he went out with. I don't even know why Nick wants to call her because it sounds like a horrible first date. But we're going to talk to him about it anyway and ask. Nick, how are you?
Hey, guys. First off, I just want to say I'm like a huge, huge fan of the show. You guys are awesome.
Thanks, Nick.
Jubal, like, you're the man. I love listening to the stuff you guys do on the radio.
All right.
Okay.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Now we're getting out of control, Nick. Let's be honest.
Nick, your email said that you and Grace, the girl you went out with, argued the whole time on your date. Why do you want to call her? Why do you even want a second date?
I don't know, man. I just felt like there was some kind of, like, connection, you know? Like, it was something fiery about
It's
the
not
whole
passion,
thing.
dude.
Well, was it the type of arguing that's like over big theological issues, or was it the kind of like fiery debate that you can have with some people? Because I think that's nice sometimes.
It was just, like, about some stuff. Like, some of it was about stuff that happened that night, but,
Can you get more specific here?
yeah, well, I'll give you, like, sort of the lowdown of, like, what happened.
Okay.
Basically, like, we'd met online. It was either like Tinder or it was OkCupid or
Can't even
You don't even
remember?
know which place you met her
Oh my
at, Nick.
God! How much online dating are you doing, dude?
I don't know, like a good deal. I mean, it's fun, you know. It's fun to meet people.
Right.
Okay.
So you met Grace on some website, and you guys met up. Now, your email said that you started off arguing. You started the whole thing off with an argument. How does that even happen, dude? How do you start off with an argument on your first date right away?
Well, like we met up at this parking lot. Like, we met in the mall parking lot.
Okay.
You know, because she was like, "Oh, you know, we don't really know each other that well. I don't want you to like come pick me up at like my house."
Right.
Which I respect for her. So we're like hanging out in the parking lot of this mall, and I was like, all right, well, let's go. I made a reservation somewhere else. And she was like, oh, well, I kind of thought we would be here. And I was like, no, like, I've at another restaurant down the way. Like, just hop in my car and we'll go.
Oh, so she didn't want to get in the car with you because she thought you were a creep.
Yeah. She didn't want to get in the car.
And you
You
guys
do realize-
argued about that?
Well, I was like, you know, like, it's a date. It seems like a more sort of economical
Get in the
idea.
car!
Yeah.
Get in here!
Nick,
Now.
So-
you don't sound like a fiery person. You sound pretty laid back.
Well, I have, like, opinions, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I wanted to do nice things for her, and she wasn't letting me do them. And I was like, hey, like, I want to drive you to the date.
Okay. So she said, no, I don't want to get in your car. You said, get in the car now. I'm taking you to dinner. She said, no. Did it get heated with you guys?
We were arguing, but it didn't really get heated until we got to the restaurant. And that's when, like, the big argument started.
Big
big
argument.
one.
You guys have known each other for all of what? An hour by this point?
Probably, like, 50 minutes. Yeah, a little less.
Okay, so what was the argument about in the restaurant?
Well, she, like, went to sit down, and I could see that she had this tattoo on her hip.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, what's that? Can you tell me what it's about? She was like, no, I'd rather not. And I was like, well, come on, like, it's on your body, you know, like, you got a tattoo on your body. It's there forever. It's in a pretty visible place. Like, what is it? And she was like, no, I got it when I was 17. I don't really, like, just would rather not talk about it on a first date.
Why didn't you just let it go then, Nick?
Well, I tried to, like, forget it and not think about it, and then, like, a minute would go by, and it would come into my head again. And just ask, and I would say, like, why can't we just talk about this now so we can get to the next part of dinner?
Oh my God, Nick! You
So-
know you're coming off as crazy, right?
You argued with her the entire date. How did things end with you guys?
Well, I was pretty upset about it, and she was pretty upset about it, and, you know, we drove back to the parking lot, and it got a little bit worse, and then she just left.
Were you? I mean, at any point during this, did the arguments escalate into actual yelling?
Yeah, definitely.
So Nick, why do you even want to call her back for a second date? You guys obviously don't get along.
I really liked her. She's really pretty, and she had a cool energy about her. She was really feisty, and like she didn't take any crap from me, and she would just give it right back. And I felt like it could be like a really cool sexual energy too.
Now there it is.
Nick, do you normally fall for girls who tend to beat you up a little bit?
I like a girl who like can stand up for herself.
Yeah,
Right.
But screaming at the end of a date, not exactly the same as feisty.
Yeah, but you never know. Like sometimes people are together and they like just have that thing where they just like are know how to push each other's buttons.
You fight and then you make up.
This girl is
And
not.
the makeup is very nice. All right, Nick. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, get her on the phone. And we already know why she's not calling you back. That's a terrible first date you just told us about. But we'll see if we can get you a second date, I guess. Okay?
All right, cool.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, I figured it out. I figured out how Nick, who's on the phone to do a second date update with us right now, can actually get this girl to go out with him again.
Apologize profusely and swear it won't happen again.
No.
Oh.
Well, kind of, I guess. Nick's about to have us call Grace for a second date update. Their first date was filled with arguments. It started at the car and continued on through dinner. They argued the whole time. Nick, you want a second date with her, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For whatever reason. I'm guessing the best way to do that is to just tell her, hey, at least it's going to be all uphill from here. Like, it can't get any worse than what happened on our first date.
Unless she disagrees with you and then you start a fight.
Yeah. And then just ends up in an argument.
I mean, I'm willing to try whatever, so.
Okay, we're going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone, talk to her about your date, and then we'll connect you with her. Okay?
Great.
All right, man. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, is Grace there?
this is she.
Hello, Grace. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hi.
Do you know who I am?
I do. I just don't know why you're calling me, but hello.
Do you know who I am, Grace?
I feel like you've used that line a couple of times.
I have,
Yeah.
mostly at restaurants.
Uh-huh.
So you listen to our show at all?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Have you ever heard the second date updates before?
I think I heard one.
Okay. So you kind of know what it is. It's where you go out on a date with somebody, end up not calling them back. They email us to get you on the phone and ask why. The person that I'm calling about is named Nick.
You've got to be kidding me.
Nope. And I feel like
That was the best response you ever could have given.
I feel like this is a very memorable date for you because we actually talked to Nick. We read his email, and he said that you guys argued throughout the whole first date, but Nick still wants to go out with you.
He is a loon. I'm glad we're doing this because this is going to be like a warning to everybody on Match.com.
Oh my
Okay.
God. He didn't even list Match.
So what happened on the date?
So I told him, let's meet in the mall parking lot. That's where I always meet dates because I don't know these guys yet.
Right.
And I told him we're going to go to eat at the restaurant that was, right there where I had parked. He starts going into a fit, wanting me to get in his car because he's going to take me to a place that's, quote, bitchin'.
Bitchin'. I'm going to take you to a bitchin' spot.
That's like a 5-star Yelp
Yeah,
review.
well, he explained that to us, Grace. He told us all about your argument in the parking lot that you didn't want to get in the car, and he said that he had planned to take you to a nice dinner and wanted to drive you there, and told us how you argued quite a bit.
So we're in the car, and he starts trying to kiss me at every stop sign.
No, he didn't.
Really? Right away?
Yes, I'm like, get out of here. And then he says, you need to be more open with me.
Wow. Okay, he didn't mention anything about the kissing. I'll go ahead, Grace, and tell you what else he said about your date.
Go ahead.
He said that you went to the restaurant and got in a little bit of an argument about your tattoo.
It was like a dog seeing a bone. He would not shut up about this tattoo. Where'd you get it? What's it mean? Why'd you have it? How old were you? Did it hurt? What color ink did they use? Who was it? I'm like, shut up. First, it's private, first of all. If I want you to know what my tattoo is, I'll tell you. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't. So I'm getting mad. And I'm just start yelling. And I said, it's none of your business. And so he said, well, if that's your attitude, you're paying for dinner.
Oh, no.
It was worth $40 to me to just get him out of my sight. I put down the $40, and I'm like, take me back to my car now. I mean, really,
Yeah.
I could have ran there, but I had on good shoes.
Hey, Grace, I'll tell you this. Nick, when he was talking about you, I said, why do you even want to go out on a second date with Grace? Because you guys argued the whole time, right? I didn't know about him being a weirdo or whatever with you. I just knew about you guys arguing. And I said, why would you want to go out with her again? He said, I love the fact that she's got spunk and she stands up for herself. You do have a lot of spunk.
Yeah.
He got that right.
And you're funny.
Yeah, what if you were to talk to Nick right now? What would you say to him?
Well, I'd have to spit because I'd throw up in my mouth a little bit. But I would just suggest a bit of therapy. He just, I don't know if his meds hadn't kicked in yet or they wore off or what the backstory is.
Hey,
But he's got issues.
Grace,
Oh my God, Grace.
Yep.
Nick is actually on the phone.
Hey, Grace.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, not at all. Nick, what do you have to say for yourself? Is everything that Grace said true?
I mean, it's not that bad, but, we had some hiccups in our date. And,
Well, you told us about the hiccups. You told us about the hiccups, but I'm talking about trying to kiss her as soon as she got in the car and that kind of stuff.
well, I met her online. Like, a lot of the girls that I've met online are, down, to kiss, pretty much right off the bat.
I feel like that's
Oh,
probably
man.
not true.
They're not, Nick. They might be doing it to shut you up because, first of all, I have never been around anybody that uses more words but says absolutely nothing and takes 25 minutes to do it. I mean, you are one of the most annoying human beings that has ever walked this earth.
Wow.
See, that's why I like you. It's because you got that spunk. You're not afraid to, tell it how it is and stuff like that.
Right. Here's how it is. The guys didn't let me finish my story. When we got to my car, finally, thank the Lord, he started crying.
What was he saying?
What? Why was he crying?
Wait, well, I just don't understand why this is South, because I think that you're just an awesome chick, and there's all this energy and chemistry. And,
Nick.
And he jumps in the back seat of my car.
He jumped in the backseat of your car.
How'd you get him out?
He's sitting there, I'm not going to get out until you promise me a second date. I'm not going to get out. Sometimes I just got to warm up.
So
I'll be
he's-
better on the next day. And so I was like, okay, I'll go out with you again. And the freak got out of my car, and I'd like to apologize to them all because I left big old tire marks as I was going out.
Nick, is all that true?
Well, I was upset,
Nick,
Nick,
put all this energy and focus into something.
Nick,
and then,
Nick, you are very calmly talking about this. You don't see anything wrong with your behavior.
No, I do. I don't think I was, the perfect date or anything like that, but that's what I wanted to go on a
The
second date.
perfect date, Nick.
that was the understatement
Nick.
of the century, Nick.
Nick, I'm gonna
Oh my
recap
good
one
Lord.
thing real quick for you. You were in tears, blubbering, jumped in the backseat of her car, refused to get out unless you would go on a second date. That is not normal behavior, man.
All right, well, I don't know. I was improvising.
Okay.
Nick,
Yeah.
how about this? You don't have to cry and throw yourself around this time. I will ask for a second date for you. Grace, would you like to go out with Nick again? We will pay for a second date. Please don't yell at me.
Come on.
Yeah, I would. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a therapist's office. I'm going to drop him off, and you guys will pay for it. That'll probably be the nicest thing you've done this year.
It's like a charity case for Nick.
Nick, there you go, man. That's what happened.
Well, win some, lose some, I guess.
Hey, Nick, are we still cool? I know that you got put through a lot here with Grace and everything else and being in this segment. You may feel ripped on everything else. We're still cool, right? You still are friends with the show and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you went out of your way to do this for me. That's pretty cool.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you for the second date update. Take care.
All right, I will.
All right,
Thanks,
man.
Jewel.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure he was still friends with us because he is crazy. crazy.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Second date update.
We got an email into our show from one of our listeners named Bobby.
Ooh, hey, Bobby.
I don't know if that's how he pronounces it, but that's how I want to pronounce it.
It's the only way you can say it. Hey,
Like
Bobby.
3 A's and 5 Y's.
Yeah,
Well,
Bobby.
Bobby emailed us and told us he went out on a date that had two very distinctive sides to it.
Okay.
And I'm reading out of his email. He says, quote, one side was very uncomfortable and odd, and the other was fun and enjoyable.
Ooh.
All are opposites.
Yeah, that pretty much describes every Craigslist meetup I've ever had. So, Bobby, your email really got my attention, but before we hear about your date, tell us about the girl you went out with. What's her name?
Caroline.
We can't do anything with that.
Caroline.
Bobby.
Caroline.
Okay, it's gonna get old real quick. Where'd you meet her? Where'd you meet Caroline?
We met online.
Okay, and what stood out about her?
Well, to be completely honest with you, she was the hottest match I've had in an entire year of being on.
Oh, impressive.
I like that
dude.
your voice goes so deep when you say that.
That's how you know it's a man thing.
Yeah.
She was super hot.
And bonus, she's a college graduate.
Oh, so she's possibly smart. It doesn't always mean that you're smart.
Sexy and semi-educated.
Yeah.
That's when I'm out.
That's
Never
what
mind.
men love.
She's got brains. Never mind.
So, Bobby, tell us a little bit about the date. Did the uncomfortable and odd part happen first, or did you start off with fun and enjoyable?
It started out odd and uncomfortable.
Really?
Oh,
Usually people don't even give it time to get through odd and uncomfortable to get to fun and enjoyable. What was so weird?
Well, we met at a restaurant, and I was the first one to arrive. I got there just a few minutes early, and when she came walking in, I recognized her immediately, and I go in just to give her a hug, and she stopped me and stepped back and said, "No, thank you."
Like in an aggressive way or in a I'm scared of germs type of way?
It was firm but kind, I would say.
Okay.
You know, so I stopped and was like, "I'm sorry, is there like a problem?" And she says, "It depends." And then she pulled out this little stack of papers out of her purse and put them on the table.
What was the papers?
This is an interview?
They were like court documents that she had printed offline. 6 cases. They were my court cases.
Oh, I thought you were getting served for a
Wait, you got a record?
A slight record.
Slide is 6 pages.
If you can do a stack of papers, I don't think there's anything slight about it.
What were you feeling when she did that to you?
I felt like I was in school, like in trouble with a teacher or something. It was weird.
You know, though, at least she showed up. Like, most girls would Google search you probably and just never...
Wow, that's
Show.
true.
Like-
Yeah.
Totally. But the records didn't actually say what I had done or what had happened because that's not available. So she asked me to explain each one.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
This sounds like a hot start to the date.
Were you totally honest with her?
Yeah, we talked through the issues and used like, you know, traffic stops and this kind of thing. And she's very skeptical.
As we are.
I am right now.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like I'm on trial again.
Again.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in your shoes. Like, you just must have been so nervous.
I was very nervous because I wanted things to work out. Like I had matched with her and she was
Hot.
smoking hot.
Yeah. I know, you want to come off looking good to the sexy chick. So,
Yeah, dude.
was she impressed with what you said? Or not impressed, but was she
She's like, ooh.
was she okay with the things that you crimed up? How do you say it?
Crimed up. I like it.
I think never be your own lawyer,
Yeah.
Jeffrey, just so you know.
So what'd you think of your crimes?
She did start to warm up, and I basically just told her I've been unlucky with the cops for pretty much my entire life.
That's what they all
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, they're out to get me.
No, I'm serious. Like, one of the examples is I was arrested for driving with a deployed airbag. I had backed into something, and it went off, and I still had to get to work. I had to get to where I was going, so I just kept going. Like,
Which is,
Funny. That's amazing.
how could you even see out the windshield?
But it's funny because now he has a criminal record because of that.
she was cool with that one, but this other one she was not so cool with, which involved Pizza Hut.
What'd you do, rob them?
Well, I didn't rob them for money. I got arrested while I was drunk in college. I broke into a Pizza Hut and I stole chicken wings.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
can't blame a
see.
guy for that.
That just sounds like a good time.
Was there a turning point in the night? I mean, because it's pretty impressive if you were able to actually get her on your side.
At one point, she did open up, and that was the fun and enjoyable part.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
So you guys connected.
Yeah, and then she did allow us to have 2 cocktails, but not dinner.
Okay.
Whoa, okay.
Man, this girl sounds pretty uptight.
Strict?
But I have an idea about why she didn't want to have dinner with me, and it's because I didn't want to tell her about my last court case. There was one left, and it's just super embarrassing, and I didn't want to talk about it.
So you spilled on the other ones, but that last one you said, nope, not going to happen.
Yeah, she said that she was going to get up and leave unless I told her, and I wouldn't do it.
Oh, no. Did she leave?
Yeah, she left.
Oh.
Bobby, what'd you do?
Yeah, just tell us.
Just between you and me. No one else is listening.
I ordered some chicken wings.
No, come on.
Come on, Bobby.
I mean, what'd you do?
What's
that
the
was
thing
so
that you wouldn't?
embarrassing.
Yeah, what didn't you tell her?
I don't see. I would like to get through this without having to talk about it. I was hoping you guys work your magic.
Oh, no.
Okay, can I just ask you, would you date you if you knew what you did?
Good question.
Yes.
There was a hesitation there.
biased.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'd date me. All right. Well, so have you thought about telling her the truth, Bobby?
Yeah, of course I've thought about it, but the risk is just too great.
Well, and I will say, I feel like you were really honest, and there's just some things you don't have to share with everybody. Yeah. It's not going to change who you are right now.
Exactly. I shared with her 5 out of 6 of my court cases. That should be good enough for dinner.
All right. Well, I guess that's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Is that the rule?
All right. Well, Bobby, you may have to tell Caroline what you actually did, but we're going to play a song first, come back, and get your second date update right after this, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Hold on.
92.5. Second date update.
We're right in the middle of a second date update, but before we go any further, all the women listening right now better watch out because we have a certified bad boy on the phone. His name is Bobby.
Aren't they all named Bobby?
Bobby loves driving around town with a deployed airbag and eating chicken wings that he didn't pay for and committing minor traffic violations with 0 cares. He's
wild.
Bad. Bobby is on the phone for his second date update, and he recently went out with a girl named Caroline, and Caroline decided to start off their date by bringing a 6-page printout of Bobby's rap sheet and made him explain every court date he's ever had.
Oh, my gosh.
So he told her about 5 out of the 6 charges, but was too embarrassed to share his 6th offense, and that's when Caroline decided to cut the date short. Now he's hoping for a second chance. Bobby, you bad boy, you. What do you say?
You guys, I really don't want to have to tell her about this last case. Can you please just try so that I can go on another date with her without having to divulge this?
You know, I'm usually all for honesty in a date, but I also think that there's some things you should be allowed to keep private. But can I ask before we do this, you promise that last one isn't something that, like, I don't know, where she'd be putting her life in danger if she went out with you again?
Yeah, it's not scary, is it?
I promise she would not be in any danger with me. It's just one of those things I haven't told many people. Only a few of my closest friends know about it.
She'd be in danger of being too turned on because he's bad. Bad boy Bobby. All right, Bobby. I believe in you, okay?
Well, I'm glad somebody does here.
There we go.
Jeff and your lawyer.
All right. Well, we're going to give Caroline a call for you, okay? I'm going to dial the number right now. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this.
Hello.
Hi, could I speak to Caroline, please?
Speaking, who's this?
Hi, Caroline. My name's Young Jeffrey from the radio show Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who is this?
It's Young Jeffrey. I'm a radio host.
Hi, Caroline.
You're not familiar with Young Jeffrey?
That's actually not that shocking, Caroline.
I'm sorry. How many people are on the phone right now?
Oh, that's confusing.
There's 3 of us in the studio right now.
Hi.
Hi, Caroline. I'm Brooke.
I'm Jose.
We're a radio show.
You said that part already.
Okay, we're a repetitive radio show.
Yes. And did you know that we broadcast our show on the radio?
Oh, God, Jeff, stop. Sorry if we're annoying you.
Why are you guys calling me?
That's it. Yeah, let's get right to it.
Let's do that.
We're doing something called the second date update. Basically, that's where if one of our listeners has gone out on a date recently but isn't getting a call back, we can call that person for them and figure out the reason why. So you recently went out with a guy named Bobby.
Bobby wanted you guys to call me?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Bobby had a great time on his night out with you, and he's just wanting to know the reason why you're not getting back in touch with him.
You know, I think I made it pretty clear to him when I saw him last week. And if he doesn't want to follow my rules, then I don't want to go back out with him.
Well, Caroline, he told us about the rules. Like you're talking about you showed up with the rap sheet and all of his criminal convictions, and he wouldn't tell you the last one.
So you guys know all about the date?
Well, I mean, some of it.
From his perspective. We don't know it from your perspective.
And kudos to you for being very thorough on background checking him. I think that's a good call on your part.
I mean, honestly, I just want to feel safe, and I feel like every woman should do, you know, a little bit of digging and make sure they know who they're going out with.
Totally. But they all seemed like pretty silly offenses, nothing crazy.
He told us about the Pizza Hut one where he stole the chicken wings when he was drunk, driving with a deployed airbag.
I mean, that's just silly.
Yeah, but he didn't tell me the last one, and I'm worried that if he's so ashamed or if it's so horrible, then that's simply not going to make me feel safe or comfortable enough to see him again.
Well, I can understand that emotion, but he assured us that it was nothing bad, nothing terrible. He's a good guy, and he was caught in a bad situation.
So he told you guys?
He didn't tell us specifically what it was, but...
So how do you know it's not bad?
Because all the other ones are so...
I guess, okay, here's the thing. There's a certain level of trust at some point in any dating, right, that you have to be able to give. And because the other 5 were pretty harmless, and because this guy seems pretty cool, like, why not give him another chance? You don't have to know everything about someone before you go out with them.
You're right. I don't have to know everything, but I should know if he has 6 offenses, what the heck the last one is.
But he's not locked up, so it can't be too bad. I mean, is that a bad standard for me to have? I don't know. It's like
so many felons.
You served your time. You did the crime, you know? There's got to be some point where society forgives you.
I don't know if we're going to agree with Brooke on that sentiment, but maybe there's a chance that Bobby will tell you what he did. If he told you right now, would you be willing to hear him out?
Well, yeah, he absolutely has to tell me, otherwise I'll never go out with him again.
All right. Bobby, tell us what you did.
Hi, Caroline.
He's on the phone?
Yeah, he's been on the other line listening the whole time.
Caroline, you just need to trust me. It's just a super embarrassing thing. If you come to dinner with me, I'll tell you there.
No, I'm not going to dinner with you. You already had that chance. You could have told me last dinner.
See, I feel like Bobby really screwed up on this one because it sounds like if you want a date, not only are you going to have to tell Caroline, but you're going to have to tell everybody.
But he says it's not that bad, so maybe it's not that bad.
I didn't say it wasn't bad. You asked if it was life-threatening.
What? Okay, wait. Let's play a little, like, Caroline, how about some 20 questions? Like, did you serve any time for it, Bobby?
I was going to take forever.
Yeah. Bobby, why don't you just tell us what you did?
I have a short attention span.
I know. The minutes on our station's phone plan doesn't have that much in it, so just get right to it.
Okay, I'll tell you, but I can't believe I'm saying this.
All right. And Caroline, you're agreeing to go out with Bobby if he tells us.
No, I'm agreeing to listen and to see if I'd go out with him again.
All right.
Oh,
well,
come on.
Oh, my God. We're peer pressuring this guy. Okay, what'd you do, Bobby?
Yeah, I want to know.
Okay. A few years ago, I was in a wedding, and I rented a tux. And when I returned it, the owner of the tux rental place said that I had ruined it, like I had spilled some stuff on it, which I didn't. And then he charged me $400 on my card for no reason. And it made me angry because it was not true at all. I didn't spill anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
So a little while later, one night, I get drunk with those same guys from the Pizza Hut thing. And we hop in an Uber, and we took the Uber to this tux place, and I defecated in front of the front door, and I didn't realize that there were cameras out front, like security cameras, and I got arrested 2 days later.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you took a dump in front of a tuxedo store.
Caroline.
Yeah. So will you go to dinner with me?
Wow.
Hold on, Bobby. Caroline, see?
I like him.
Your life's not in jeopardy. Maybe your ball gowns are, but
That's pretty crazy, Bobby.
It's silly.
I mean, what are you feeling right now, Caroline?
I don't know. This is so weird, and it's just more weird every time I talk to him.
Come on.
Caroline, I told you all 6 of my court cases. Like, the least you could do is just have dinner with me. I'm not asking for anything more.
yeah, Caroline, he's really gone out on a limb, like revealing his entire criminal history on the radio now.
Seriously.
I mean, can you give him another chance? I mean, we'll pay to send you guys out on a date.
Well, I mean, Bobby, I don't think you're a bad guy, but I'm going to say no.
That is
What?
not fair.
I told you everything on the
Yeah.
radio.
Yeah, and it's not horrible, but it just sounds really just dumb.
No, Caroline, listen to me. This guy is fun, okay? Yeah, sometimes it gets out of control, but that's what fun does when you're with a fun person. You will have so much better of a time with him.
Yes.
And honestly, you sound kind of like a little anal. Like you showed up to the date with his rap sheets. Like you need more fun in your life, okay?
Right. Yeah, Caroline, think of all the businesses that you and Bobby can defecate in front of together.
No, I'm being serious. Caroline, this would be good for you. Go out with him.
You can hold hands and kiss while you're doing it. It's a memory waiting to happen.
I'm with Jeff.
You guys aren't helping me.
I disagree. I think this is working. Caroline.
Come on, Caroline. You need a good story in your life. Go out with Bobby.
Yeah.
I just can't see myself with someone who makes these kind of really stupid decisions.
Oh,
Come on.
that's the only people I could ever see myself with.
That's why you work with us.
Caroline.
Listen, I'll think about it, guys. I will, but I just want to be honest. It's probably going to be a no.
Oh, come on.
Bobby, I'm sorry, man. It sounds like you're not going to get a second date out of this.
Oh, man.
We all tried, dude.
Well, this sucks because I had to tell everybody listening what I did too.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Caroline, be
rough.
careful. He sounds angry. You may want to get some cameras for that doorstep.
I know. Look out, Caroline.
No.
Bobby, don't come to my house.
Come on, we'll bring some chicken wings. It'll be fun.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I will make one prediction and one prediction only about the second date update today. The guy on the phone that wants to do a second date update owns a really bad leather jacket.
Really?
What?
That is my guess. Why do I say that? Because his email says that he met the girl that he wants us to call today at a dating mixer for one of those groups that puts together, come get drinks at a bar. Every time I've been to one of those or seen one of those, always a bunch of dudes wearing bad leather jackets.
Yeah.
Nick, do you own a bad leather jacket?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, no.
Do you really?
Do you really?
I do, but I haven't worn it in a while, but yeah.
Sure.
That's awesome.
So your email says that you met the girl you want to call today at a dating mixer. Have you been a part of this group for a while, or is this a new thing for you?
It's a new thing to me. Like, I've been dating a girl for about 2 years. We broke up before the summer, so I haven't been single for a while. And
Okay.
the idea of a friend was like, do it. And I was like, okay.
And were you nervous going into it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Was it like a speed dating thing, or was it just hang out at a bar and try to hit on all the girls there thing?
Yeah, pretty much. It was like throwing a bunch of sharks and then little minnows.
Isn't that just like a normal Friday night though?
Yeah, it's just different with those things because, like I said, the leather jackets.
Okay, I see.
So you saw your minnow. Her name is Christine, and you started talking to her. What did you like about Christine so much?
Well, we figured out that we're both like 80s kids. We were both born in '84. So we had that kind of shared mentality as far as all that nostalgia and those inside jokes.
You were both the year of the dragon, and it just drew you together.
Yeah. Like we both grew up on like Nickelodeon. We spent about 30 minutes just singing theme songs to 80s TV shows.
All right.
It was
So
hilarious.
you were like, I like Webster, and she was like, I liked Webster too, and then you guys bonded. That's
yeah,
cool.
right, absolutely.
People in 85 just would not have gotten that.
Yeah. So what did you do? Did you guys just meet that night and now she's not calling you back, or did you actually go do a date? Because it just said in your email that you met her at this mixer and she hasn't called you. Did you guys go out?
Yeah, we went out once. my grandpa has an apple orchard out in Central Washington, so I took her out there.
Well, that's a huge date. That's a lot of time to spend together.
Well, I mean, we mixed it up. We talked a lot and connected, and I showed her, like, we have a lot of people there that work out there and just family in general. So
I feel like that's a really good date, Nick. Because it's kind of cool. It's different. You take her to an apple orchard. Girls like doing things like that, and pumpkin patches and farms. They dig that kind of thing. And then also, it makes her think maybe there's some family money involved because you can buy all that land. Multiple levels of a great idea there, Nick. I love it.
Not the first thing.
Joke's on her.
Not a lot of money. All right. So did she seem to like the apple orchard?
I thought so. I thought we really connected. I kind of explained to her I used to hang out there a lot when I was a kid, and just had a lot of memories there. And she seemed to give a lot of good feedback as far as the conversations that we were having, just the upbringing that we both had.
Did she seem to enjoy herself?
I think so. I felt like she did. It ended really well, and I made her dinner and everything, and she really enjoyed it. And I took her home. The only thing that got me was I dropped her off. It did give a good night kiss or anything, but that's I'm a gentleman, so I didn't want to try to push it too hard. But we hugged, and then she said she would call me back. So I tried to reach out to her, text and whatnot. I feel like she's kind of dodging me.
Have you heard anything from her at all?
I'll text her. She won't answer the call, so I don't want to call too much. And so I'll text her and be like, hey, you want to go grab a bite to eat or something? And she'll be like, oh, I got an appointment. Or sometimes she won't even respond, but more often than not, she's always busy.
Seems like she's trying to avoid you.
That's what it feels like.
Is there anything that happened at all on your date or in your conversations that you could think of that might have turned her off?
I don't know, man. I can't. I literally have been thinking about it because she's just so cool, and I really want to.
Yeah.
If I did do something messed up, I want to try to redeem myself.
All right. Well, play a song. Come back. Get her on the phone and get your second date update. Okay.
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Nick is on the phone with us. Today he wants us to call a girl named Christine that he met at a singles mixer. Their date included them going to an apple orchard, his family's apple orchard, and picking apples and, having a good time. He said everything was cool until she seemed a little standoffish at the end. Nick, I think I know what your problem is.
What's up?
Too much too soon, I think. You know what I mean? Like, you never want to show a chick your apples that early. You got to wait before you show her your apples. You know what I mean?
Is that like third date material?
I always wait till a third date before I let anybody see my apples. And even then, it's with a picture text, not actually in person. But what I mean by too much too soon, though, I think taking her in a couple-hour drive to your family's orchard to pick apples with your family and stuff might be a little too much for a first date. So maybe she just thought you were too serious too quick, or you were going to get too serious. You know what I mean?
And I thought about that, but my I don't know, man. My family's it's just my grandpa and my cousins and stuff.
And you told her that's what you guys were going to do. It wasn't a surprise that day, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
So she agreed to it. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to call her right now, see if we can get her on the phone and find out if something went wrong. Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Christine, please?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, Christine, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
I'm good. Are you sure you have the right number?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the right number. Did you recently go out with a guy named Nick?
Yeah.
Then this is the Christine that I want to talk to.
Okay. What's going on?
I'm calling you because Nick emailed us to see if we could get you on the phone and ask why you're not calling him back.
What?
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Nick said he liked you a lot. He enjoyed your date. He thought you guys clicked very well, but apparently he's been trying to get a hold of you and you're kind of avoiding him, and you wanted to see if he did something wrong.
So you want me to tell you about, my personal, what happened on a date?
I don't necessarily need you to get into your personal stuff if you're uncomfortable with that, but I would like to know if there's a particular reason that you're not calling Nick back.
I'm so confused about what's going on. I'm at work right now.
Okay.
It was a good date.
Sorry.
That's all I have to say.
So you had fun on the date?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, then are you planning on calling him back? Because he'd like to know.
I mean, probably not.
And
I don't
why is that? I know you're at work, and I'll get you off the phone quickly here. I appreciate you staying on with us and being honest. But if he was such a great guy and you enjoyed the date, why don't you want to see him again?
It was just kind of a weird thing that happened on our date, and I don't know if I want to talk about it, and maybe we just go our separate ways and everything's happier and easier.
Do you think talking about it could at least help Nick in the future? You might not want to see him again, but with other girls that he goes out with?
Like constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just maybe wouldn't take another girl to the apple orchard.
So that was really bad, like the whole experience at the apple orchard?
I mean, I just had a weird like encounter with his grandfather.
You had a weird encounter with his grandfather?
Yes.
How so?
I mean, can we just tell him that and then go on our merry way?
I don't know. I mean, is his grandpa just a weird dude? Do you think Nick would know that?
So Nick had to take a call, and maybe I'm reading it weird. I don't know. But then I was left alone with his grandfather, and he just said some kind of inappropriate things. I just felt uncomfortable.
His grandpa's a pervert. Am I reading into that? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I don't care how old a guy is, but if he's like, come with me and I'll show you my apple press, it's just...
Maybe he was literally talking about his apple press.
Yeah, do you know for sure that he was being an old perv? Or was he legitimately talking about an apple press and you took it the wrong way?
No, he said it and winked at me.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, little lady. You know you're hanging out with my grandson, but let me show you how a real man presses apples.
And we're sure that he didn't have like something in his eye or anything like that.
No, because like he put his hand on my leg and kind of like caressed my knee. And I wasn't reading into it because it just was super uncomfortable, and he didn't need to do that.
All right, I think as a person, you can tell when somebody's starting to like encroach on your personal space and they're getting a little too handsy, and I guess that's what he was doing. Christine, thank you for being honest. I will let Nick know that his grandpa is a pervert and not to take girls around him anymore. Or you can tell him yourself because Nick's actually on the phone.
What?
Christine? Hey, it's Nick.
Hey, I'm super sorry about what I just said. I just was put in a super uncomfortable situation, and I mean, I don't want to embarrass you, but it was just weird.
But how much are you reading into this? Like, first of all, why didn't you tell me? Like, why didn't you tell me when I dropped you off?
I'm going to be in the car and say, your grandpa hit on me.
But then we could have worked it out. I could have told you, because that's just Pop-Pop. You know, that's what he does. I mean,
you would have worked it out, and you would have just said, oh, that's fine, that's what he does. And then if we go on another date and you leave me alone with again, I mean, it started with a leg thing, and I don't want it to go any further.
And I understand that. I get that. It's just he's 82 years old, so sometimes he doesn't. Like he's older, so he doesn't think about these things. And I mean,
that's a little inappropriate. I mean, I'm sorry that I said those things about him, but like, what if I took you to like volunteer at a senior citizen center and some lady was like touching you uncomfortably? I don't think that would go over well, and I wouldn't just brush it off.
Is this lady your grandma that you would like? Because I would tell you if it was someone you're related to, if it's a random person.
I mean, I just think it's easier if we go our separate ways. I don't want to have to be put in that situation ever again.
Don't you feel like you're blaming him for something that he didn't do?
I mean, I'm not blaming him. I just don't ever want to be in that situation again.
Well, and look, and I get that. Like, here's the deal. I feel like we had a really good connection. I don't know. It's just I don't want to give up on that. And I know that if I just talk to my grandpa and tell him he needs to just cool it and not be like that, just don't be so touchy-feely and just watch what he says, then I don't see why there would be a problem.
Nick, has your grandpa ever hit on any of your dates before?
Yeah.
No, I mean, not
that you know
I had
of.
the same girlfriend for 2 years. I mean, why have the same girlfriend for 2 years? I mean, she didn't hang out with him too much, but she never said anything.
Maybe that's why she left you, for Gramps, and you don't know it. Christine, would you go out with Nick again? We'll pay for a second date.
Come on.
Nick would love to see you again. I'm sure you can work out the grandpa situation. Look, he's an old guy, and old guys are creeps, all right? All of them, every single one. Every single old guy out there is a pervy creep. I can't wait to be one day.
Yeah.
So can you just maybe go out with Nick again and see if you guys can hang out and like each other and get past his grandpa hitting on you? I'm sure it can get better.
I I just can't be around him ever again, and I don't know if there's any point in even going out on a second date if, it leads to anything else. There'll be weddings and babies, and I just don't want his grandpa around, and I don't want to put Nick in a bad spot.
You know how many of
That's
your
a
bridesmaids
lot.
he could hit on, though, if you guys are getting married?
Oh, so my friends
I just
can
want to do
be
a
subject
second
to
date.
it?
I'm not planning for a wedding.
Yeah.
Well, I am. I'm not getting younger. I don't want to waste my time.
So you're thinking about guys that you go out with, you're thinking about a future, and you don't see a future with Nick because his grandpa is a creepy old man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Wow.
Well, Christine, thank you very much for your time. Nick, I'm sorry, no second date for you, man.
Well, thanks, guys.
But Christine, I would love to pay for a second date with you and Nick's grandpa if you're interested in that one.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Remember, if you want to know why somebody didn't call you back after a date, you can always email us at brookandjubal@moving925.com, and we'll do a second date update for you. Today, though, we have Austin on the phone. Austin, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So you were blown off by a girl named Rachel. What happened?
We actually met on a dating site. We met on OkCupid. We went back and forth, email or message or whatever, and finally we started texting and then decided to go out to dinner.
Okay.
We go out to dinner. We're sitting right in front of each other. We're having a pretty good conversation. It wasn't like I want to marry this girl or anything, but
It was just a decent time.
it was just a decent vibe, you know, and it was cool and it was fun. We had a couple cocktails. Everything was fine. And then dinner was over. We got up. I turned to say thank you to the hostess, and she beelined for her car.
How long were you at dinner, Austin?
A little over an hour, I think.
Okay.
Something like that.
Did she just leave without saying goodbye to
She
you?
didn't say. Yeah, she didn't say anything. It was one of these things where it was like she was walking fast enough where I'm like, it was obvious that she was leaving, like I had leprosy or something. She was like,
Did you?
You can't think of anything that happened on the date that would make her want to leave like that?
I don't think so. Everything was okay. It was a normal date. We just sat. I asked her what she did. She asked me what I did.
Have you tried to contact her?
I've texted her twice. Because that's how we set up dinner. But I've got nothing. I messaged her once through the site.
Okay.
And I checked back and I got nothing. The reason that I emailed you guys is because I just want to kind of know, if I did something that horrendous for her to flip out and leave.
Okay, well, you did meet her on a dating website. She could just be crazy. You know that, right? Okay, we're going to call her right after this, and you're prepared to hear whatever her answer is.
Yeah, I just want to know the truth.
Okay, Austin, we'll get your second date update next.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Okay, Austin emailed us because he wanted to find out why Rachel ditched him at a restaurant. She left right after they were eating. He went to say goodbye to the hostess, and she made a beeline for her car. He hasn't talked to her since. Austin, are you ready to give her a call?
I'm ready.
You sound super ready.
There's nothing you can think of that would have turned her off that much.
I was on my game, or at least I thought.
All right, maybe that's the problem. All right.
Hi, this is Rachel.
Hey, Rachel, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
You didn't win anything.
No, you didn't win if you're curious. We actually have a mutual friend, a guy named Austin. You went out on a date with him a little while ago, and then you kind of just took off after dinner.
Yeah, he really pissed me off.
He pissed you off?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound
Okay.
still angry about it.
Actually, I am. I'm kind of annoyed. I've been thinking about it ever since, how annoying it was.
All right. It seems like we kind of have to do a lot of coaxing to get people to do these second date updates. It sounds like you just want to tell your story. So what do you do to piss you off?
honestly, he seemed like a nice guy. It was a fun dinner. We had a good time. The conversation was good. And I was actually thinking, hey, this might go somewhere. But then I happened to look over. He paid the check. He insisted on paying the check, which I thought was, interesting.
Right.
Chivalrous.
And so the bill was $75. He tipped $2.
What?
He tipped $2 on a $75 tab.
No.
Oh, yeah. And the service was, fine. There was no problem with the service. And I don't even really believe in stocking servers anyway. Yeah, $2.
No.
Now, maybe he's bad at math, Rachel.
Nobody's that bad at math.
Well,
I'm terrible
no
at
one's
math.
that bad at math, and if he's that bad at math, then it's a deal breaker anyway.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Oh, man.
Have you worked in the service industry before? Is that why you're extra pissed?
Yeah. For like 10 years, I was a server, and that's unacceptable. It's completely unacceptable. I mean, I overtipped because I was a server. So I was so stunned that I wrote him off, and I just left.
Rachel, Austin's on the phone with us right now. Austin, I'm going to start calling you cheap-ass Austin. Did you really just tip $2 on a $75 tab?
I absolutely did tip $2.
What?
Whoa.
How are you admitting to that,
Absolutely.
I made a mistake.
Well, listen. Okay, for one, service people like waiters and waitresses and what have you, they work on their tip. This person, okay, as we're having dinner, kept repeatedly coming over, couldn't remember what we ordered. Our meals came at different times.
Rachel just said that everything went well and the service was fine.
I totally covered the whole thing. I was Jokey McJokerton the whole time, going, well, we can do this and blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to let this waitress, screw up my date. So of course, I'm going to cover for her.
Austin, don't you think that it looked bad on you to only tip $2 if there really was that big of an issue that you never said anything about?
You know what? It's not supposed to look bad because it's customary not to, A, look at the check, and B, if you don't look at what you're doing and judge a person by that,
I don't agree with his tipping, but you shouldn't be looking at a bill that somebody else is paying for, especially on a date.
I always look to see what people are tipping.
Yeah, but at the end...
I actually do.
But you shouldn't be. On a date, like, even if they wanted to pay for a coupon, that's none of your business. The way they pay is their own business. That doesn't have anything to do with you.
Rachel, so did you notice bad service?
I thought it was fine. I mean, he was right. The meals came out, slightly apart. It was not perfect. It was a fun, casual restaurant. It was fine.
All right, so the show will offer you guys a second date. We'll pay for it.
Including tip.
Yeah. No, we're not paying for the tip, okay? Because I have no idea how the service is going to go. Would you guys want to go on a second date if we pay for it? That way neither of you have to look at a bill.
As I said, Austin, I did have a fun time at dinner with you. I think this is not going to work. The way you think about that is not compassionate, and I know it's a tiny deal, but I think it's a bigger deal, and I'm going to pass.
Yes.
Okay,
Go,
no
Rachel. I'm with you.
It's gone from just tipping to people's compassion on a whole.
These are people's lives here.
From now on, Second Date Update, we discuss societal issues.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Brooke and Jubal's Second Date Update.
What's the old adage about a woman scorned? Like a woman scorned is really angry all the time. They get mad.
Sounds like a proverb. It's
That-
so wise.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah, they're obviously pregnant or something.
Yeah. I think that's it. A woman scorned
PMSing.
is obviously PMSing.
Yeah.
I just bring it up because the email that we got from the second dater today, Angela, she's pissed.
Really?
Right, Angela?
Yeah.
That's interesting because usually people are just confused.
Yeah, usually people call up and they're like, oh, he was so sweet, and I want to find out why he won't go out with me again or why he won't get back to me because I really want to see him again. You don't really have any interest in seeing the dude that you went out with again, right? You just want to know what happened.
No, I have no interest in seeing him ever again. He's a scumbag.
Oh, my God. What did this dude do? What's his name?
Jack.
Jack.
His name's
Ooh,
Jack.
That was said with hatred.
So,
Yeah, Jack the ass.
Oh, okay.
How'd you meet Jack?
I met him at a bookstore, actually, and I was looking at cookbooks for idiots and the dummy's guide kind of thing, and we started to make jokes about how we both couldn't cook, and you know how there's like a chemistry immediately when you meet somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before you hated him, you
liked
thought he
him.
might be a cool guy, right?
Yeah, no, I thought he was totally cool. He was like really laid back and like just cracking jokes.
Did he ask you out on a date?
We had this little email exchange, like witty banter about like what crappy recipe we were going to make or like what recipe we were going to make and like burn or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cute.
So we started saying like how we should like cook together. I have a really nice kitchen, but I never use it. And I said, well, why don't you come over to my place and we'll make something together. We'll try to make something together.
Okay,
Nice.
this all sounds positive
Yeah,
so
I like
far.
it.
What a jerk.
Yeah. So
Now, what happened at dinner that made you so pissed off?
No, at dinner he was a perfect gentleman. He was amazing. He, pulled out my chair and he like lit the candles and he all these compliments and I looked so beautiful and all this bullshit. Just so that he could sleep with me and then do the freaking old bang and bounce and like never call me again.
Okay. Sounds like it may have worked out for him if that's really what happened.
I'm mad because I feel like an idiot. I feel totally freaking duped by this ass.
So you're mad because he hooked up with you, left, and never called you back, and you feel like he lied to you and like he wanted more than that.
I feel like he lied to me. He did lie to me.
Yeah.
He totally lied to me.
did he make any promises to you that night that made you believe that this was the start of something more long term?
Yes. He made a reservation for our next dinner, so I thought for sure, I have this second date.
It's like he has pledged his love with a dinner reservation.
I mean, I can understand why you're upset, but I'm worried that because you're so upset, you've already called and left him a message where you read him the riot act.
Have you?
A little bit. I mean, I left him 2 angry voicemails.
Oh, man.
Because I just called the restaurant to see if he still had the reservation, and he didn't even call the restaurant to cancel the reservation.
So what if something happened to him? Like, have you ever thought of, like...
Oh, what, he's in the hospital or something? I highly doubt it. I mean, come on. It's been a week and a half. He hasn't called me.
Listen, girls, we know men are dogs. No. Like, we know that's going to happen. You know that's the reason why. It couldn't possibly be anything else.
You know what? At this point, I hope he's dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you say you hope he's dead?
Is that what you just said?
Oh, wow.
So you just want us to call him and find out why he didn't call you back and why he felt the need to just basically use you like that.
Yeah, I think I deserve that.
Okay.
I feel like you need to take a deep breath.
Yeah. Well, we got to play a song, and then we'll come back and get your second date update. So you got about 3.5 minutes to kind of calm down a little bit, and then we'll call him, okay?
Okay.
Or hey, don't calm down. Just sit there for 3.5 minutes and let it stew even more. Oh, God. I'm okay with that as well. All right. Hang on, okay?
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Angela, you've had about 4 minutes to sit there and think about what you're going to say when we get Jack on the phone. Are you still as fired up before as you were when he just talked to you?
Actually, yeah, I'm actually more fired up. The more I think about it, he picks up the phone, like not seeing my number, I am going to be more pissed off.
All right.
Like, what a coward.
If people are just listening and just tuning into the second date update, Angela got kind of wine and dined by a dude. He ended up hooking up with her, leaving, and never called her back. And she's pissed off about it, and she doesn't even really care if she gets a second date. She just wants to know why he would do that to her. But you have to remember, Angela, when we call him, I need you to be quiet and wait so I can get the answer from him. I have the feeling with where you're at right now emotionally, as soon as he picks up, you're going to be like, you're a dick!
Yeah.
And Angela, you slept with him the first night. Do you regret that?
You have no idea. The bullshit that was coming out of his mouth, how he loved my body, how he'd never met someone he felt so connected to the first time he ever met.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
All right. I'm going to call him right now. But remember, wait.
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Hello.
Hey, can I speak to Jack, please?
Yeah, this is Jack.
Hey, Jack, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. I'm moving 92.5. Have you heard of us?
Yeah,
Okay.
but why are you calling me?
Well, because you went on a date recently with a girl. Her name's Angela.
Yeah, I went on a date with her.
You met her at a bookstore. You had dinner and some dessert, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, how do you...
And listen, I know that she's called you and left you like a couple upset voicemails, but it's all good now. She's fine. She just is really curious as to why you would go over there and like hang out with her and then not call her back. That's all. And I said we'd call you and try to get an answer.
I went on a date with her. We had fun, and that was that. I mean, I wasn't looking. I mean,
that? Are you serious?
Jack,
Yeah.
You're an ass.
I guess it's no secret that Angela is on the phone with us.
She is?
She heard what you just said. Angela, you were supposed to wait until...
I'm saying I couldn't hold it. That was not that. There was no indication that this was like a night of like bang and bounce at all. Sorry, bro. No, that's not how it went down. Sorry.
I don't.
You have something to say for yourself?
Why are you guys having this crazy bitch on the line the entire time?
What?
Why didn't you guys just tell me?
Are you serious? Did you actually just call me that?
Well, you are. You couldn't tell. It was just.
You looked into my eyes and you told me you'd never felt so connected to someone the first time you ever met them.
But that's
played
just
an
what you're
entirely
supposed to
different
do. That's what we do. That's what I mean. It was a one-time
we
thing.
do?
And yeah, you are unique. Every woman is unique in their own way.
Oh, wow.
That's what we do? When you say we, do you mean like the royal ass? Is that what you mean?
Angela, just take a deep breath. I know you're really upset, but he's not even being able to understand what you're saying right now. So just calm down so that you can really honestly get your point across.
I just want to know what that was about. Like, why did it have to tell me all this bull?
I was bored. I was a little horny, and I thought you were too. So,
Oh, my God.
so we play the game because the game is fun. I thought that was understood.
He's
At
like
least
not even hiding it.
Hey, Jack, at least you're honest, man.
Wow.
Now?
I mean, come on. We met at a bookstore over cookbooks. Like,
So that's a perfectly legitimate place to meet someone. Like, you're trying to play this off like I'm the crazy one. You are the liar. You were the one who...
It was one date, though. We slept together once.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I don't call you back, that's that.
I got to agree with Jack here. It's not like he strung you along for months. Like he went on one date with you, and his ultimate goal was to do it, and he did it, and he's gone. And at least he's being honest.
What about the reservation?
Why does he have to lie to get her in
He
bed?
didn't lie.
Yes, he did.
No, he
told
didn't.
He told her that he has an amazing connection with her. Why doesn't he just say, "This is really fun. I really like having this night with you"?
It was fun, but it wasn't like, I want to marry you fun.
But you made her believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Like,
you shouldn't
led
believe
her
that
down
after one date. I mean, that could go back on her, too.
No, don't lead her down that road. If you only want one night of fun, be honest with her.
Right.
I mean, Angela, you could have decided to wait and sleep with him, right?
No.
No, she couldn't. No, if a guy says something nice to you, you jump right in the sack. Every girl knows that.
That's not what I'm saying. There's a difference between something nice and honestly making someone believe and toying with their heart. And you know that difference, Jack. Do not tell me that you don't know the difference between being nice to the woman and toying with her emotions.
I know the difference. I know the difference. It's just maybe she didn't really know the difference.
You're just a dirtbag at your core, and you just go around lying to women.
I didn't want to make it weird and say, like, hey, maybe I'll call you. You know what I mean? Because that would kill my chances right away. I had to think about it. You know, give it a night to think about it.
Hey, at this point, I would love to offer you guys a second date.
Yeah.
We'll pay for it. Would you guys want to go out again, Jack? You interested in another enchanted night with Angela?
Really? She's crazy.
Yeah. Angela, would you like to go out with Jack again? We'll pay for it.
No, I never want to see that disgusting dirtbag ever again. No.
All right. Sounds like it's another successful second date match here on Moving 92.5.
Bringing people together.